Let me break it down from the start because people keep asking me what's up with Wack100. Like, what's my beef with him? Truth is, I ain't got no beef. I don't even know Wack100 like that. Never met the dude, never disrespected him, never spoke bad on his name. Yet somehow, he started going at me like he had something personal. And to this day, I still can't figure out why. See, I'm not a dude who likes drama. That ain't my energy. I stay out the way, stay working, focused on my own path. But Wack, man, Wack just started attacking me for no reason. I didn't provoke him. I didn't respond to him. I didn't even know he had a problem until I started hearing people talk about what he was saying. Crazy part is, he was just here yesterday. Yeah, Wack100 was around, acting like everything's cool. But months before that, whole different energy. The man came straight for me online. It caught me off guard because I've never said anything about him. I kept my mouth shut, but when he kept coming, I said, "All right, I got you, let's play." That's when it started getting interesting. So one day, I was bored, and a homie of mine talked me into getting on Clubhouse again. Now mind you, I don't even use Clubhouse like that. I had deleted the app a while back because I don't like to argue. Real talk, arguing gives me a headache. That back and forth mess? That ain't me. I got better things to do. But this day, I downloaded it back just to kill some time. Jumped in a random room, didn't even know it was Wack's platform. As soon as I stepped in, boom, he was on me. Just like that. You bah. Yeah, you. You this, you that. Just straight disrespect. I was sitting there like, yo, who is this clown talking to? And the moment I responded, calm, not yelling, not arguing, I noticed something shift. I said, "You feel me, sweetheart?" Now look, I ain't saying that to be slick. That's just how I talk sometimes. But saying that shook him, threw him off. You could tell. See, I study people. I'm observant. And I had already studied Wack a little. He's one of those guys who thrives off drama. He feeds off it. So if you start yelling back, he goes harder. He's built to fight fire with fire. But me? I brought water to his flame. I realized then and there, okay, I found your formula. I see how you move. So instead of getting in the mud with him, I did something he didn't expect. I played it smooth. Let him talk. Let him go off. And then, when it was my turn, I didn't respond the way he wanted. I flipped the script. I left the room, quiet, calm, and when I came back later, I told him, "Oh, I ran you off." That's when Wack started switching up, trying to save face, but I wasn't even pressed about it. I'd already figured out how to beat him at his own game. Don't play it. What's even funnier is this dude knows everybody's business. He's always online, always airing people out, exposing this, leaking that, talking about things that don't concern him. But ask him about his sealed gun case in Texas? Crickets. Ain't nobody talking about that. And every time I bring it up, people ignore it, like it's off limits. Why? That's the thing about this industry. It's full of fake energy. People pick and choose what drama to support based on who's trending. But me? I'm tired of fighting other people's battles. I used to speak up for folks, call out the wrongs, but not anymore. I'm done helping people who don't help themselves. That ain't my fight. Then this other moment happened. Somebody tried to FaceTime me in the middle of everything. I'm like, "Yo, I'm in the middle of an interview right now. Can't you see?" Then the person says, "That big head dude, Ter, wants to talk to you." I'm like, "Ter? He told me to come through LAX. I know he in town." So I said it straight. Yeah, I'm in town too. And no, I didn't check in. Let me be clear. I don't do the whole check-in thing. Never have. If I go to Miami, LA, wherever, I'm good. I move with respect. Got a car, got my people, got my stuff right. I don't need to call nobody to move around. I'm not out here violating. Someone even said, "Hold up, man, you in there naked? You got no shirt on?" I said, "Nah, I just got out the gym." I'm at the crib. Let's get this straight. My check-in is with God and the real ones, not with folks who want to flex authority online. That ain't me. Let me explain everything clearly, because this has gone too far and too long. People keep asking, what's my problem with Wack100? Truth, I never had one. But when someone starts pushing you in public, painting you as something you're not, then you gotta speak up. This is my side. It started with Vlad. Vlad TV, yeah. He asked me straight up, what's your beef with Wack100? I looked him dead in the eye and said, Vlad, I don't have no problem with Wack. I don't even know the man like that. I never did nothing to him. That's the truth. The first time me and Wack ever really crossed paths was on Clubhouse. Some of y'all already heard it or saw the clips. He came in hot, loud, wild with the words. Cussed me out like he knew me from something deep. I responded calmly, told him I wasn't trying to argue. I said, I can't argue with. Huh? I didn't even know what we were fighting about. It didn't make sense. It wasn't about anything real. You gotta understand, I'm not from this world where people beef for clicks. I'm from a different cloth. I don't move unless I know the whole story. And at that time, I didn't know what was going on between Wack and another dude I know. I stayed out of it. See, a lot of people don't understand the inner workings of these relationships. Some folks know each other from way back. Me? I came into the scene later. I told everybody the truth. I ain't never met Tan, bro. But this industry, it doesn't let things breathe. People want you to pick sides before you even know the whole situation. And Wack? He's the kind of person who will create smoke just to have fire. He moves like that, doing things behind the scenes, then acting like he clean in public. I know how he is. He'll stir things up and play innocent. But me? I ain't falling for it. I told my people, until I talk to him directly, I ain't assuming nothing. That conversation finally came around. I hit him up. We talked. And even then, he started flexing like I had done something to him. So I told him straight, hey, let people know I'm coming. I'm on my way. Now the situation's hot. He got people around him, moving different. I'm hearing things in the streets. There might be something going on out there that I don't know about, I told myself. Fast forward, I find out he's in town. Dude even said, come through LAX. So I asked him, if you see me at LAX, are you gonna jump me or what? You roll deep. You be with a lot of people. He told me, come on, man, you ain't did nothing to me. I looked at him and said, okay then, don't act like you got smoke that you really don't got. Don't threaten me, don't move shady. Because, listen, real recognize real. I told him, I'll sue you if you come at me. I'm gonna get that C money. I said that with a straight face, and he laughed. But I wasn't playing. I said, listen, you never did nothing to me, but you tried to hone me. You tried to put a target on my back with your mouth. And that's a direct threat in my book. I ain't stupid. I don't play about stuff like that. I told everyone the same thing. Wack likes content. That's all this is to him. It's entertainment. He starts drama, then posts about it. That's his brand. But me, I'm not about to entertain beef just to boost somebody else's numbers. I don't need drama to make noise. What people don't see is how this internet stuff bleeds into real life. You talk reckless online and someone catches you outside? It gets serious. I told him, maybe you a penitentiary dude like me. Maybe you need to address it face to face. Because I'm tired of this back and forth. I'm tired of being misunderstood. So now I'm laying it all out. Wack100? We ain't got beef. But he created a false narrative. And I'm shutting it down. This story ain't about clout. It's about truth. And this is mine. Chapter 2. Behind the clubhouse curtain. Let me go deeper. That day on Clubhouse, I didn't even know it was Wack's room. One of my homeboys convinced me to get back on the app. I had deleted it a while ago because I don't like all that loud talking and arguing. Gives me a headache. But I was bored. Reinstalled it. Just scrolling. Then, bam, I stumble into a room and Wack's in there. You, yeah, you, he starts barking. I'm thinking, hold up, what the hell's going on? I didn't disrespect him. I never called him out. But he came for me like I owed him something. So I let him go off. When he finished, I calmly said, "You feel, sweetheart?" Now that shook him, I could tell. Wack the kind of dude who thrives off resistance. He likes arguing. That's his game. If you push back, it feeds him. But I studied him. I said, "Okay, I got you. I see how you move." So instead of giving him heat, I gave him silence. Left the room. When I came back, he was gone. I said, "Oh, I ran you off, huh?" He said, "Nah, I had to go." I said, "Okay, I done found your formula." Chapter 3. The Business of Everyone. Else's business whack is always putting people's business out. He talks about this artist, that manager, who fell off, who signed what deal. But when it comes to his own past, it's quiet. Nobody ever asks about that gun case in Texas. It's sealed. Nobody says nothing. I brought it up. More than once. Nobody responded. That's when I realized something. This ain't about helping people. This ain't about truth. People just like the drama. They want to be entertained. But I'm not playing the clown. I told myself, man, I'm tired of helping people who don't want to help themselves. That ain't my fight no more. Chapter 4. The Street Knows. So here's what y'all didn't see. Behind all the internet drama, there's real stuff going on. Folks calling me, telling me Wack in town. People talking like something might go down. I told him, I'm not checking in. I never do that. My check-in is my own. My car, my money, my folks. That's real. But when I heard him talking slick, I had to make a move. I said, if I see you at LAX, are we good? Or are you rolling deep trying to catch me slipping? He said, you ain't did nothing to me. Cool, so we should. Be good, right? But that's not what happened. Not what happened. Arguing with Wack? Nah, Wack and Charles can argue. That gives me a headache. I can't argue like that. You can't argue with Charles anyway. He'll make you do something to him. Charles is on another level, boy. See, like you, what I do know is that we can stand up, talk it out, and be cool. But if I hurt him, he's gonna go tell the people. Don't talk about my boy. He ain't here now. But I just did. I saw y'all on Dazzling. I saw y'all. You know me and Charles talk from time to time. That was our first time, bro. Listen, if I mess with a and I see somebody say something, like if I see you say something, I know if I respond, it's gonna give you more content. You know I get views off you, Wack. I'm the only one that really gets views off you when I come at you. But that's because of the whole Birdman Street stuff. So you gotta remember, I know what it is with you and bro. That's why I keep it simple. People tried to sell me paperwork. I don't even with it. I'm like, whatever it is, y'all caught running. I noticed that about you. I say, Wack will come at me, call me a rat, whatever, but you've never actually done anything foul. We both street people. We know better. I never really sat down and said, I'm gonna dissect him. Because at the end of the day, I know bro's thing with you. You get what I'm saying? Bro, look, man, do I get a C-money piece? I think when you and bro are on your private time, you can get what you want. I ain't no fool. You've got to understand, me and Stunna got a different kind of relationship. He knows once he comes to my door, it doesn't matter what it is. I ain't gonna deny him nothing. But I know there's politics going on. I know the ones he's got genuine love for. So attacking you is like attacking him. You get what I'm saying? You know, so Vlad gets it. I ain't never just made you my business, and you know that. I know you, Charles, y'all run the internet. And I always say, Wack don't give me no play. You'll give me a little play now and then. Sometimes I be bored. I'll be like, I need a few more dollars. And then every now and again, boom, you show up. I'll be like, okay, I got him now. But you don't really pay me attention. You're too busy with bigger fish to fry. And I get it. I ain't a rapper or none of that. That's me, too. I'm telling you, listen, I need you to hear me. You need to talk to that boy because if somebody else gets a hold of him, they're going to do it their way. Now hear me out. If you talk to him, you're going to be able to clear some tune, yes, up. I already talked to him, but you'll handle it the way I would. If someone else gets to him and starts playing with edits, spinning the story, it's going to be a bad look. But if you talk to him, it'll come off different. Hear me. That boy will be all right if you talk to him. Yeah, I already talked. I can clear the BG up right now because I spoke to him. What he did was wrong, but the other confused him about what it was supposed to be. BG wasn't supposed to do that under any circumstance. You and I both know that. But I'm telling y'all, one of y'all need to do it before someone else spins it. I'm telling you something I already know. I'm going to reach out to him. Whatever you been calling, you need to do that. I'm not going to, because Stunna's my brother. If I do it, it's going to turn crazy. But if you do it, it'll go differently. And I know, once you talk to him, I already know what you'll pull out of him. I know how it'll go. All right, man, put it together. I got a rap with him. Put it together. That'll be good content for you. Big facts. Yeah, listen. We let people think what they want, but we know what it is. You ain't my enemy. We got enough real enemies, That's a fact. I don't really have enemies. Listen, this was my last enemy, Wack. My last enemy. 30 years ago. Right here. What's up, my brother? What's up? What's up, bro? I'm good. What's up, homie? That's a good look. That was my last enemy. And Vlad, he got a lot of respect for you. Yeah, Vlad. You know I started my career over here, man. I'll never forget Vlad, man. I ain't going nowhere. He got a lot of love for you, and I love him like a brother. Yeah. He took me for a ride in the Tesla. I called you Tesla. Goddamn, Barry. We went to get some food. All right, come on. I'm going to give Vlad my information so we can hook up. Plus, bro, that's going to be a good look for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it together for you. All right, bro. It's nice to talk to you. Nice to talk to you. Y'all see it? Vlad done put me and Wack together. Look at that. I never thought me and Wack would talk this fast. Wow. 'Cause there's so many people coming from it. But I do notice this. Wack likes, and that answers your question too, about me and Bird. 'Cause you know how Wack says the relationship, it's just, I'm being stubborn, and Bird being stubborn. He's got the money, everything, but I'm content with what I got. I'm happy. You saw how much I'm making, huh, Vlad? Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. Oh, I know you are. I'm happy for you. You put me on. You know? Yeah. You gotta get Diesel hooked up with his own channel, man. Yeah, man. Listen, I told this man, how many times I told you about YouTube? You tell me all the time. Well, he likes to be on Instagram. What's up, y'all? That's him. Bro, Instagram is fun. I be on there. But you're gonna make money on YouTube. They waiting on his stories. I tell him all the time. Then we might be talking. Vlad might be like, well, how is that going? Did y'all have a visit? Yeah, we had a park visit. I said, Paul, y'all be having sex? Yeah, man, the people drive by, and these are COs. Then they got the visit camp. I said, this is what you need to be talking about on a YouTube channel. He said, see, I don't be thinking like you. I said, if me and you talking now, I can do it. I was like, all right. 'Cause you've been 30-something years. You gotta have all kinds of stories. Once you ask me a question, I can flow with it, you know? Yeah, I just can't hear.